You are watching Unpopular Opinion.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy AB, and you are now listening to the Unpopular Opinion Sports Podcast. I am your host, AB.
And it's your boy, Pat.
And we got another episode on the way, y'all, man. Week 3 is underway. Week 3 we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about 3 games from Week 3. The Chiefs and the Bears, the Cowboys and the Cardinals, and the Broncos and the Dolphins. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. The Chiefs and the Bears first. The Chiefs won that game 41-10. What did you think of that game, man?
The Chiefs just being who the Chiefs are. The Bears are a struggling team, and the Chiefs are one of the top dogs. Granted, the Bears secondary was extremely banged up by the end of this game. They were missing both of their corners and three of their corners and both of their safeties by the end of the game, even though Burkser was able to come back in. Their offense is struggling. They're abandoning the run too early when they're a run-heavy team, a run-first team. Over half of their plays last year were run plays. Luke Getsy is abandoning the run, and he's not calling good plays to help them be successful. Justin Fields hasn't been looking good because I feel like they're stressing him too much. He's not able to get open in the open field where he did most of his damage last year. This year, teams are doing a better job of containing him. And I feel like head coach Matt Eberflus, however you pronounce that, the whole team has just lost faith in him. Without a personnel change, that team's not going to get any better this year. They can't block the sun with shades on right now on offense. They're not moving the ball. They only had 11 first downs that entire game against the Chiefs. It's just looking bad out there right now.
And, you know, the crazy thing is, it's like I saw some improvement from the Bears offensive line in terms of passing. You know what I'm saying? They've given him some throws where he's had 4 or 5 seconds to throw. You know, he bounced around, make stuff happen or whatever. But I think he is, it's a lot going on with that offense, man. I think receivers are not getting open quick enough. Fields are not making, he's not making quicker reads quick enough. He doesn't have enough time in the offense to be able to just go out there and not think and just play. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, the new offense, I feel like I don't want to say it's too complicated for him, but I think they may be talking to him too much, you know what I'm saying, in the headset or things like that. They want him to be more of a pocket passer, and he does need to develop into a pocket passer. He does, but he still has to have that good balance between the two of giving the zone reads, the things that he likes, the pass options, you know what I'm saying? The one where you fake the handoff and you pass out of that. They need to do more in that. And some motion. I would like to see some motion within the offense. They have some speedy guys. DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney. So I think they need to utilize that a lot more, their speed, and see if they can get to the perimeter more. And, you know, some more fakes and things like that. Kind of like how San Francisco does. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Chiefs, they looked amazing. Taylor Swift was at the game, enjoying the game with her boo Travis. I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. It's been swirling around for a while. Pretty sure that they're together. I mean, they left the game together. You know, all the Swifties. I was debating with the Swifties on Instagram the other day. But let's go ahead and get into the next game, man. The Cowboys and the Cardinals. So the Cowboys lose that game 16-28. How they lose to the Cardinals?
That offense just wasn't getting it done. The defense was drained. I mean, the offense got to the red zone 5 times and produced 6 points. 1 touchdown, by which, I mean, they pretty much started at like the 18 on that play. Got a screen pass to Dowdle, broke a couple tackles, got behind his blockers, got in the end zone. Other than that, they looked horrible on offense. I mean, Stephon Gilmore can't guard number 1 guys, so losing Trevon Diggs is going to hurt that defense a lot. Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and those guys up front are going to have to be able to get the quarterbacks faster. They missed a lot of chances this past game. Yeah. Josh Downs was able to get and use his athleticism to get out of the pocket. Yep. He made some great throws. Yep. They allowed 400 yards. So the Cardinals' offense was moving the ball. James Conner ran well. It was just a great game overall. They made the plays they needed, converted third downs where they needed, and was able to keep the ball moving. And it came down to a chance where the Cowboys could have won at the end. Or tied the game up at the end, and the Cardinals made the play. So I think either McCarthy or Dak's going to be in the hot seat after this year if they just kind of fall apart.
Yeah, I think they would be smart to look into that, you know what I'm saying, to make a change at one of those positions, if not both. And that's a bad loss. I mean, you lose to Arizona, even though Arizona was at home. And they look a lot better than people gave them credit for. People expected them to be like a 1-win, 2-win team this year. They were going to be trash, especially without Kyler Murray. But, I mean, they're playing with a lot of passion. I saw some great play out of the offensive line collectively. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Dobbs making some things happen. Dobbs playing better. I mean, this is his 5th career win. His 5th career win was against the Cowboys. And I mean, I like that Dobbs has improved, but he hasn't shown that he could be a really good quarterback in the NFL yet. But I mean, he played an efficient game, 17-21, 189, a touchdown, no turnovers. That's the key. And I mean, they held
no turnovers on the year.
Yeah, and they've held the Cowboys. They held them pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott not making the throws that he need to make. I saw a lot of missed throws by him. As usual, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be Dak if I would have to guess. I think it would have to be Dak.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's gonna be tough. I mean,
that loss to Diggs is not talked about enough, man. That him gone for the year because it puts Gilmore, like you said, in a position where he can't guard number one. So what are they going to do when they have a Justin Jefferson or a Chase or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, once the playoffs come, like, they won't have to face Chase, but you know what I mean? Like, AJ Browns and, you know, stuff like that. So, we're going to see. So, let's go ahead and get into the third game, man. The Broncos and Dolphins. 70-20. They was out there playing Madden, bro. Like, what happened in that game? Like, where do the Broncos go from here?
Out of Denver. Throw the whole team away. That game was absolutely embarrassing. Garrett Bowles, one of the offensive linemen, was literally crying after the game because he's been there so long and he's sick of losing.
All we've done is lost.
They've allowed a league high 458 yards per game. If I'm not mistaken, they allowed 726 yards that game. 70 points, 726 yards. Most teams don't do that in 2 or 3 games, and they did it in 1. They couldn't stop anything. Like, everything the Dolphins did was working. Their running backs looked amazing. A-Chain and Raheem Mostert, that tandem in the backfield is going to be terrifying when you bring in Waddle, who was out for this game, and Tyreek Hill into the mix. That's so much speed. What are you going to do with it? Do the Dolphins look like a Super Bowl team right now? Think about it. They don't even have Jalen Ramsey right now, who is out on injuries. Their defense is still playing well. They're forcing turnovers. They're getting to the quarterback. They're forcing hurries on throws. Like, when Jalen Ramsey comes back, that team's going to be that much scarier. If they can keep this up and avoid any crazy thing happening, like what has been happening a lot this year, at a higher rate than normal, they can make something happen.
Yeah. And
they're looking terrifying right now.
They are, and they play the Eagles in week 6, I think, or 7. I think that'll be a matchup of 6-0 teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could really see them, and it's a primetime game on Sunday night.
That's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. I will project, and we don't know what the Dolphins are gonna do 3 games from now, what the Eagles are gonna do 3 games from now. But I looked at the Eagles schedule. I'm pretty sure we can win these next 3 games. So that'll be huge. It's gonna be a real test. But in this game, man, it's just like you said, it's just the Miami offense is too explosive. And with a coordinator like Mike McDaniels running that offense, and with the defense playing really, really well, I don't know who their DC is, but I saw some really tight coverage, like on all of the receivers. You know what I'm saying? Even though Russell Wilson made some plays in that game, and he didn't play terrible. He had 306, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 23 for 38. But I mean, he didn't play terrible that game. He had some really good throws, but even the good throws, they were in tight coverage. So, like you said, without Ramsey, they're doing that. What are they going to do with Ramsey in the lineup? And, they just got to pray for health at this point. They just got to pray if they stay healthy. They definitely can be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah. And, I mean, it may be time for Russell Wilson to hang it up.
You think he's done? Bro, he didn't play a bad game.
He didn't play a great game either. They're not winning.
What was he going to do against 70 points?
I mean, he could have kept the defense off the field.
Nah,
move the ball.
Bro, that defense, they was getting speed tracked. Their drives were like 2-minute drives.
Hey.
Like the Dolphins offense, 2-minute drives. Broncos, they got to be a little more methodical. And Sean Payton has been talking a lot of trash. He talked about the last coach, Nathaniel Hackett, and said that was the worst coaching job he ever seen. Well, buddy, you're 0-3.
And just allowed the 4th most points all time.
So, I mean, gonna be humble. You're gonna be humble quick in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. That's gonna be it for us today. We want to thank everybody for tuning into the podcast. We really appreciate y'all so much. Go ahead and share the video with others, people that you think might like it, and comment below, man. Make sure y'all talking with us. We definitely open to, debating with y'all online. I always get into it with people online, and Pap definitely always wanting to get into it with somebody online. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all checking in, and we up out of here.
You are watching Unpopular Opinion.